Good morning, students. Let us start today's class with the lesson The Ransom of Red Chief Part 2. In the previous video, we have learned that when Sam reached the cave from the mountain peak, he found the boy again started to fight with Bill. Okay, let us continue the chapter. He put a red hot potato down my back, explained Bill, and I boxed his ears. I took the rock away from the boy. I will fix you, said the boy to Bill. No man ever it struck the red chief, but what he got paid for it. You better beware. Bill told him that the boy put a red hot potato on his back and Bill boxed his ears. Here boxed means hit. Soon Sam took away the rock from the boy, but the boy was still shouting, warning and trying to fight with Bill again. After breakfast, the boy went outside the cave. What is he up to now? Says Bill anxiously. You don't think he will run away, do you, Sam? No fear of it, said I. But tonight we must get a message to his father demanding the $2,000 for his return. After the breakfast, as the boy went outside, then Bill was in a confusion that whether that boy would run away or not. But Sam knew that he wouldn't run away, and he also told they must send a message to the boy's father demanding the $2,000 for his return. Just then we heard a kind of war whoop. I dodged and heard a heavy thud. A rock had caught Bill just behind his left ear. He fell in the fire across the frying pan of hot water. I dragged him out and poured cold water on his head. But Bill sat up. He said, You won't go away and leave me here alone, will you, Sam? Soon they heard a kind of war whoop, means cry. And Sam dodged means jumped, and heard a sound. What was the sound? The sound was the boy threw again a rock at Bill, and he fell in the fire across the frying pan of hot water. Soon Sam dragged means pulled him out and gushed some cold water on his head. Bill told Sam that not to go anywhere, leaving him alone there. Why? Because he was in fear. I went out and caught that boy and shook him until his freckles rattled. If you don't behave, said I will take you straight home. I made him and Bill shake hands and said, Now we will write the letter to old Dorset. Bill and I worked on the letter while Red Chief strutted up and down, guarding the mouth of the cave. Sam went out and he caught the boy and told him he would send him to his house then. Soon the boy became very silent and he gave shake hand to Bill also. Then they started to write the letter to Dorset. That time, Red Chief was walking proudly like a trapper in front of the cave. The letter ran this way: Ebenezer Dorset, Esquire, we have your boy. We demand $1,500 in large bills for his return. The money is to be left at midnight tonight at the same spot and in the same box as your reply, as hereinafter described. If you agree to these terms, send your answer by a messenger tonight at 8:30. After crossing Owl Creek on the road to Poplar Cove, there are 3 large trees. Opposite the third tree will be a box. The messenger will place the answer in this box and return immediately to submit. If you fail to agree to our demand, you will never see your boy again. If you pay, he will be returned to you safe and well within 3 hours. 2 desperate men. Ebenezer Dorset Esquire. Here Esquire they used for giving or for showing their respect. That is a polite title. What was written in the letter? Dorset must pay $1,500 and the money was to be left at midnight on that night at the same spot and in the same box. Then they also wrote that if Dorset agreed to their terms, he would send one messenger with a letter around 8:30, where after crossing Owl Creek on the road to Poplar Cove, there are 3 large trees. Opposite the third tree, there would be one box, and the messenger would place the answer in that box, and he had to return immediately to submit. If Dorset fails, what will happen? If Dorset failed to agree to their demand, he would never see his boy again. And if he paid, then his son would be returned to him safe and well within 3 hours. Desperate means hopeless. I put the letter in my pocket, walked over to Poplar Cove and posted my letter surreptitiously. At 8:30, I was up in the tree, waiting. Exactly on time, a boy rode up on a bicycle, slipped a folded piece of paper into the box and pedaled away. I got the note. Back at the cave, I opened it. It said, Sam put the letter in his pocket and after that he went to Poplar Cove and posted the letter surreptitiously, means secretly. And he was sitting up in the tree. For what purpose he was sitting up in the tree? He was waiting someone would come and post or keep the reply in the box. As he expected, one boy came there by a bicycle and he put one piece of paper in the box. After that he went. Then Sam went there and got that note. After that he went back to the cave. And after reached there, he opened the letter. Let us read the letter. To desperate men, gentlemen, I received your letter today. In regard to the ransom you ask for the return of my son, I hereby make you a counter proposition. You bring Johnny home and pay me $250 and I agree to take him off your hands. Very respectfully, Ebenezer Dorset. What was written in the letter? Dorset got the letter and he was not agreeing with the condition to give $1,500 to Bill and Sam. Instead, they would pay $250 to receive his son Johnny back. Who had to pay $250? Bill and Sam. To whom they had to pay? Dorset, Red Chief's father. Dorset was ready for giving the ransom amount of $1,500. No, he was not ready for giving $1,500 to them. Instead, he demanded Bill and Sam would pay $250 to Dorset. Great parades of Penzance, says I, of all the impudent. But I glanced at Bill. He had the most appealing look in his eyes I ever saw. Sam, said he, what is $250 after all? You ain't going to let the chance go, are you? Pirates means persons who attack and rob ships at sea. And Penzance is a famous port. It is famous for its pirates. Sam told this without any respect. Impudent means rude or not showing respect for other people. Here he became very angry because Dorset asked them to give $250. Both Sam and Bill became in confusion and they asked many questions because they didn't have enough money. Tell you the truth, Bill, said I. We will take him home, pay the ransom, and make our getaway. At last, they decided to give him back and also give the ransom of $200 to Dorset and tell the truth to Dorset. We took him home that night. We got him to go by telling him that his father had bought a silver mountain rifle and a pair of moccasins for him, and we were going to hunt bears the next day. The boy was not ready to go back his home, but Sam and Bill took him to his home by telling that his father had bought a silver mounted rifle and a pair of moccasins. Moccasins means a soft leather shoe with large stitches, originally worn by North American Indians. And Sam and Bill were going to hunt bears the next day. By hearing this, the boy was ready to go back to his home. So that night, just when I should have been taking out the $1,500 from the box, Bill was counting out $250 into Dorset's hand. That night they expected they would get money, but instead they had to pay the amount $250 to Dorset. When the kid found out, he started up a howl and fastened himself as tight as a leech to Bill's leg. His father peeled him away gradually like a porous plaster. When he saw Bill out, the boy came again and tightly held his leg like a leech. Then his father came and took him. "How long can you hold him?" asked Bill. "I am not as strong as I used to be," said old Dorset, "but I think I can promise you 10 minutes. And as fat as Bill was and as good a runner as he was a good mile and a half out of Summit before I could catch up with him." Bill asked Dorset, "How long can you hold him?" He told, "Only for 10 minutes. Bill was a fat young man, and before Dorset saying anything more, he started to run and reached half of Summit. And poor Sam was trying to catch up with him. Why he ran away? Because he thought after 10 minutes the boy would come with them. Then again he would start to fight with them. The poor friends did not get any ransom, but they had to pay $250 as a punishment. Students, hope you have understood today's lesson. Let us end today's class here. Thank you.